Welcome to the J Way. I am Jay, and today we are going to transform the way you look at habits forever. You know why? Because your future self demands a version of you that doesn't exist yet. Let me ask you something. How many of you are setting bigger goals but still stuck with your old habits? You see, most people focus on setting bigger goals, dreaming bigger dreams. But here's what I discovered, and trust me, this changed everything for me. Let me take you on a journey with me. I have already told you about it in my previous podcast, and I know some of you can relate to this, that comfortable life where everything is taken care of, from everything that you need to everything that you want. But here is where it gets interesting. Let me tell you what happened when I landed in the US. So the first few months were great. Due to certain situation, suddenly I wasn't just chasing bigger dreams, I was fighting for basic survival. Imagine 4:30 am alarms. Why? Because that's the only time I could hit the gym before a 7:30 am work shift. After work, straight to college classes. I remember those early morning train rides, and even better, I had to first catch a bus to get to that train. Every single morning, rain or shine, because I couldn't afford a car. That's what real transformation feels like. Those bus and train rides, they weren't just transportation, they were my daily reminders that new circumstances demand new habits. My old habits of procrastination gone. My tendency to rely on others disappeared overnight. Now, let me ask you something. When was the last time you truly pushed beyond your comfort zone? Because here's what nobody tells you about success. It's not about occasional heroic efforts. It's about daily habits that align your vision. Let me give you a real example. When I finally bought my first car, you know what it really represented? It wasn't just about saving money. Think deeper. It was about building new habits. Every extra shift, worked harder and smarter. These weren't just actions, they were new habits forming. And here's the thing that's going to hit home for many of you. When I started my first job at a grocery store, guess what? My old student habits in India weren't enough. When I started working in a cell phone company, my grocery store management habits weren't enough. When I started my own business, my cell phone company habits weren't good enough. Are you seeing the pattern here? Let me break this down for you in a way that will change how you think about habits forever. It's not about motivation, it's about systems. It's not about intensity, it's about consistency. And importantly, it's not about perfection, it's about progression. So I have this framework and I want you to actually use this. First step, identify the gap. I know what some of you are thinking, but Jay, I don't know what habits I need. Let me help you with that. Look at where you are and where you want to be. What habits got you here? What habits do you need to get there? So for example, if I have to scale my business, I have to replace the habit of doing everything myself with the habit of delegation and system creation. Second step, this is where most of us mess up. So small shifts, big impact. You don't need to transform everything overnight. So in my business, I felt the need to know more about the industry. You know what I did? I developed the habit of reading industry reports for just 10 or 15 minutes every morning, or talk to someone every morning who can give me a really good input about the industry's current scenario. That's it. Small habit, massive impact over time. Third step. This is where it gets interesting. Stack your habits. Now you might be wondering, Jay, what does that even mean? Let me show you. Want to network more? Make it a habit to reach out to one new contact every morning after your coffee or whenever you can make time during the day. Want to grow your knowledge? Listen to podcasts during your commute or an audiobook. Just grow your knowledge. Trust me when I say this, because I believe that it can change everything. Your habits are not just routines, they are prophecies. Ask yourself this question: are my daily habits worthy of my future vision? Share in comments below. What's one power habit you're committed to building this week? What old patterns are you finally ready to break? Because this community grows together, and your share might be exactly what someone else needs to hear. Remember, your habits are architects of your destiny. Choose them wisely. And someone told me, the habits that got you here won't take you there. So keep developing new ones. Until next time, keep building, keep evolving, and remember, your next level of greatness is just one habit away. This is Jay, and this is the J Way. Good luck.